A total of 60 design professionals and 80 interior design students completed the survey. 60% of respondents were concentrated in the DC metropolitan area, and the remainder represented an additional 24 states. Design professionals ranged in experience from 0 to 3 years to over 11 years. Students ranged in education, with the highest number of respondents in their second or third year of undergraduate education. To characterize a true emerging professional, responses from those who have not started planning but will eventually develop a portfolio were excluded. Let's discuss print versus digital preferences. In general, both interior design students and professionals prefer traditional design portfolios. This may be due to the fact that print portfolios are currently the most common and widely accepted across the industry.
We came across a practitioner, and he or she came up to us and she had a CD in her hand. And she said, one of your students sent me her portfolio, and she said, what the blank am I supposed to do with this?
Generation-based themes suggest that the more experienced portfolio reviewer prefers the traditional print portfolio rather than one that is more technologically progressive. However, when comparing respondents with 0 to 3 years of experience to those with 11 plus years, both preferred the digital form. The younger generation of design professionals, for example, preferred personal websites, and the older generation portable document format, or PDF. This may be due to the design firms choosing to digitally screen candidates to reduce the time, energy, and expense required to conduct in-person interviews.
I think the future of portfolio design is primarily a web-based design. I feel like a lot of it's going more towards digital.
Especially depending on the environment, if the demand, like if I have to go through 50 of them to look at a candidate or something that may be useful to me.
During career fairs and networking events, professionals preferred a combination of print and electronic portfolios, while students were more comfortable with the traditional print format. In the future, both professionals and students project that a combination of traditional and digital design portfolios will be preferred during in-person networking events.
I'd like to see portfolios that are printed out, but I'd like to have a leave behind of a digital image so that if I need to refresh my memory, I can do that.
In a scenario where emerging professionals are initially introducing themselves to design practitioners via email or postal service, professionals preferred a digital introduction over students' preference of a print-digital combination, and vice versa for the future. In the case of in-person interviews, traditional design portfolio preferences prevail, while in the future both students and professionals agree that a combination of traditional and digital will hold strong.
I personally did do a digital portfolio.
Okay.
However, I felt that it was more successful in the interviews to have an actual print version. So I think that will hold strong. We print everything.
And finally, in the case of the virtual interview, whether it be a video or teleconference, the digital portfolio prevails as the preferred design portfolio format now and in the future.
Designers are designing more things internationally. They could also be working and interviewing in different areas, so they can have virtual reality interviews and presenting their portfolios in virtual environments.
33% of professionals and 42% of students prefer traditional or print portfolio options. The top 3 reasons design professionals preferred traditional portfolios included opportunity to review craftsmanship, tangibility, and reliability of successful presentation.
There's something really nice about something in your hands still at this point. There are a lot of people that appreciate that.
Students also considered image quality control an advantage. The top 3 reasons design professionals do not prefer digital portfolios included difficult to share or disseminate quickly, high space requirement for storage, and difficult to access universally or instantaneously. while students also noted its expensiveness and lack of sustainability.
Take out things because print costs are very high for especially students.
67% of professionals and 58% of students prefer digital design portfolios. Professionals stated benefits such as easy to share or disseminate quickly, universally and instantaneously accessible, and sustainability. Additionally, students cited ease of transport as a benefit. According to professionals, drawbacks of digital design portfolios included lack of tactile sensation, does not provide an opportunity to review craftsmanship, and unreliability of successful representation.
A lot of times what happens with the digital is you don't know who has what programs and who can read what software.
Students also noted a lack of control or awareness of the end user as a drawback. As referenced in Part 1, social networking was deemed as an important emerging visual communication trend. 62% of professionals surveyed are members of organizations that utilize online social networking, while 82 students confirmed that they are members of an online networking community. Professionals preferred LinkedIn, while students preferred Facebook.
Think about LinkedIn. I mean, that would be something I definitely, of course, would maybe try to put some of my portfolio information on there, but I just feel like some of the other sites are just, I think you should have a clear distinction between professional and personal.
This preference correlates with the number one reasons professionals and students utilize these networks. The findings concluded professionals network and share information with other design professionals, while students network and share information with friends. For the particular purpose of showcasing design portfolios, professionals' top 3 preferences included LinkedIn, Facebook, and blogs. Students preferred Facebook, YouTube, and blogs to present their work. Although many design students and professionals indicated they are already showcasing their portfolios via social networks, it is important to explore why some are holding back. Professionals did not feel it was a priority for their organization, referencing that the value or purpose of social networking is unclear.
Since my computer is usually flooded with emails, and then there's Facebook and LinkedIn, and there's all these things going on, I can't get any work done if I don't shut it off.
Also, organizations did not have images that they felt comfortable with making available for public view. Students are most concerned about portfolio images or videos being plagiarized or misrepresented.
Possibly take away your individuality because other people can take from your design and kind of create their own portfolio from that way. But at the same time, I think it's a great way to feel inspired.
While social networking is a growing trend, is it resulting in recruitment? This is yet to be determined. 5 out of 22 professionals surveyed used social networking to recruit, and 1 student out of 34 were recruited. The results of this study have not identified a single formula for interior design portfolio presentation. However, a major driver for this study was to identify how emerging interior design professionals should present their body of work. Therefore, recommendations include: recognize preferred methods of portfolio design and visual communication are changing as the interior design industry evolves. Ensure your portfolio presentation format is a flexible, adaptable, and progressive display of your work that can be accessible at any time or any place. Prepare for professionals who are exercising the digital screen when initially introduced to your work or when preparing for a virtual interview. Make sure you leave a professional and memorable digital impression by leveraging the advantages and mitigating the disadvantages of digital portfolio presentation in virtual environments. Prepare for the future. The digital design portfolio, or a combination of traditional and digital, will become more of a standard, particularly during career networking events and in-person interviews. Consider your environment. While the digital portfolio has not replaced the physical or traditional portfolio with all employers and in all circumstances, it is a viable element to have available in preparation for the future. Utilize professional social networks appropriately to connect with industry and showcase your work. Create an online presence by connecting with professionals in virtual settings that are most familiar to them, such as LinkedIn or professional blogs. Always keep the reviewer, firm, and their culture in mind when selecting a portfolio presentation format. Mirror how a firm markets or brands itself and showcases its work to a community of professionals, students, and clients.
I think the basics of portfolios won't change though, which is that you want to be able to tell a story and it's your personal story. So everybody's is going to be different.